All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the what the hell did I call it? The whatever you said, the Smashing Shipping Sunday stream or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Welcome to Smash Bros Machinima Sunday ship stream.
Yeah, that was it. All the S's.
Yes, that one.
But yeah, welcome. I'm Speed. I'm here with my co-host and buddy TerravancerYoh.
Hello, I am TerravancerYoh. You may know me from other such machinimas like Rouge Angels, Satin Cupids, and my various other appearances in other Smash Machinimas.
Which, fun fact, that recent special that you did for Valentine's Day is literally the entire inspiration behind this stream. Also, what's up, Leaf? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, welcome. Hello, hello, people. Welcome.
We got Leaf and we got Crystal. What is up? All right. So you have the list. We're gonna check it twice. Oh wait, no, that's Christmas.
Well, technically, it's White Day in Japan right now, actually.
Oh, we got
oddly appropriate.
We got Rory X Alice as the OTP.
All right, we'll add that to the list because we've got a hefty list on our hands right now that we can definitely talk about.
Yeah, so we posted on Twitter like a few weeks or earlier this week. Got people's opinions on if they wanted us to do a like top 10 like ranking stream or just a general discussion, and general discussion won out despite Isaiah's high protest.
All one of his protests.
Yeah, but he was the only one that like I made a poll and he's like comment.
I think there were like at least 2 other people that voted for a top 10, but unfortunately,
yeah, it was
your mileage may vary on unfortunate, but the people have spoken, and we're just going to do a general discussion stream for this format at the very least.
Yeah, it was pretty much like 75% for just a general discussion.
Yes.
So that is the plan. So,
all right.
Without further ado, now that we've got all the
housekeeping out
all the housekeeping out of the way.
Oh, thank you for the avatar. Thank you. I'm glad you like this avatar setup that we got.
Yeah, that was 100% Yo's suggestion.
I was inspired by some VTuber shenanigans, and I did this for Jacer's stream, and I thought, it'd be nice to replicate it here.
But I appreciate the with the Smash Sonas. I appreciate it's very accurate in height. I am short as shit. All right.
Kind of like the last time we met.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyways,
let's
get down to business, shall we?
All right. What's the first one? Where are we starting with?
According to I rearranged this list a few different times, but first up on our docket is Link and Yoko from Chronicles of Brawl.
Okay. Well, I feel like this one is just like your pretty like typical like friends that, well, at least from like the original, because he has done a reboot, but at least from the original
first episode,
yeah, so like from the original though, you can tell that they've been friends for a pretty long time. I think
I'm going to say I kind of disagree on that front, and this is kind of mostly because of something that I thought about, and kind of like some fridge logic that kicked in during like my viewing of the series when I did this last week.
All right.
I haven't seen it before, and I wanted to like get some proper research on this one.
Got it.
But I was like, okay, so I watched the revamp of the first episode, and I thought like, hey, this might be a good starting point for like getting some like revitalized context and some new ideas of how this thing works. And then I go to the actual original episode 1, and then feels like I kind of just dropped into the middle of the series without really too much context or explanation. Because in the revamp, we see that Yoko is dropped literally isekai'd into the world of Chronicles of Brawl.
Yeah.
And then that Link, and then that Sonic takes her to meet with Link and Zelda. But when you start up the original Chronicles of Brawl, like the very first episode,
Yep.
they already know each other.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
already on a boat. And it's just like, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context.
Well, and also, you also have with the original, you have, yeah, they're at the boat scene. Like, the first three characters you meet are Link, Yoko, Sonic. And
so it's like,
so, like,
missing a lot of goddamn context.
so then you basically have, like, in, like, that first scene, you have, like, that whole, alright, you have, like, the two females, the two male, one female lead that you see in a lot of, like, older shows.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, by the way, Sonic, bye. And we have no context as to where he's going, why he's wearing pants or that jacket, and then he's just gone.
And it's like, I don't know if, like, Mickey Merc was planning on coming back to this at all, like, in a different episode, or if he's... Or now with the revamp, he's, like, going to do... I think he's actually going to give them a proper meeting. But it's just, like, they don't really... Like, even in the first episode, it's like, this happened a few days ago. And it's like, okay, are we going to see how these two characters met? Because, like, I'm looking at Link and Yoko, and I feel like I don't really have that much investment in it, unfortunately, because it kind of drops you into this scenario, but it gives me almost no reason to begin shipping them.
Well, yeah, and then also after Sonic leaves, you have them going like oh, and then Link, like, Sonic leaves, and then Link's like, oh, of course he's here. So, like, you have Sonic leave, and then you have Link being like, BRB, gotta go to Hyrule. And then...
So it's kind of...
And then suddenly the forest is attacked, and Yoko's taken captive, even though there's, like, no reason.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't really... Actually, that's a solid point. That you don't really know why they like each other or anything. You're just kind of told that they do.
Yeah, it's... There you go. Yeah, one of the many reasons for the revamp. Okay, there we go, Mickey.
It's cool that we got the creator here.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by the way.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Sorry that we're dunking on a, decade-old series now?
Oh, don't worry. We're going to be dunking on everyone's series, basically.
Yeah.
Because, fun fact, apparently hardly anyone in the Machinima community knows how to write romance.
Oh, no.
And I'm not even exempt. I feel like I've done some stupid stuff.
I have a suggestion that I wrote down on the list, but we'll get to that event. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But back to Yoko and Link. Here's another thing. The problem is that we don't really... There's this... Because Yoko and Link are, like, super disconnected from each other for, like, half of the whole series. They don't even get that many on-screen interactions until after, like, in the beginning, like, very briefly for, like, the very first few episodes. And then after Yoko gets kidnapped and held a damsel in distress, they don't even get to meet until, like, I don't know, like... Probably after the first demise fight?
Yeah. You just have Yoko, like, thinking about Link a lot. Like,
Link,
like, I don't know if you've watched it. I don't know if you've watched it, but, like,
I literally watched all of Chronicles of Brawl a few days before just to get ready for the first airing.
No, but I was gonna say, in, Inuyasha, if you're familiar with that anime.
Oh.
I get, honestly, from those two, I get a very Inuyasha and Kagome vibe.
Inuyasha! Kagome!
Oh, we got Gil in the stream. What's up, man?
Oh! Hey, welcome. Oh, I see, Leaf... Fight me, I think Sethos and Lefea would be a ship. And...
Lethos and Lefea are super toxic, apparently, according to Adam.
You know, I mean, fair enough.
I mean, those two are a very how do I word this?
Company.
Yeah, it's like a Joker and Harley Quinn almost. Iffy.
I wouldn't say that.
To be fair, I'm not super familiar with DC. I just see those two a lot, and I'm like, why would anyone find Joker attractive? But not the biggest DC buff, so if you feel the need to debunk me, go ahead, but we can also do that not while we're talking about Machinima.
Really off topic if we were talking about that.
Alright, we got Hedge here, we got Metro lurking. What is up, everyone?
Thank you for joining us.
Alright, but as stated, we have been getting off topic. We're still on Link and Yoko.
Yeah.
Still on couple
new... Anything else?
Honestly, like, for those two, it's hard because you're right. Like, when you think about it, they don't have many on-screen interactions. No. It's just a lot of them being separated and them thinking and you can
each other.
You can tell they care about each other.
Yeah.
And then you also have in Link's case, you also have to throw a little bit of Zelda love triangle into the mix.
Yeah, geez.
Which that is definitely not a healthy relationship, if I'm being honest.
No, no. I feel like this is one of the most disconnected Zelda and Link relationships I've seen in a Machinima in recent times. Unless Brawl Universe counts, I guess. I haven't seen it in a while.
Or Smash King.
Oh, I mean, those two don't even interact on screen all the time anyways.
But you're right, actually. That might be an interesting one to touch on. What was it, Timmy? Was that his name? In Brawl Universe?
I don't remember. It's been years since I've seen Brawl Universe.
But yeah, it was like Dark Link and Zelda. Because like they were friends in Melee.
Mm-hmm.
Or Melee, Fight Me, I don't care. I've always pronounced it Melee and I get like... I get yelled at for doing it. Okay, so Gil's asking where the list is, and actually...
Should we get, like, a screen? Like, text on screen?
If you send it to me, I can periodically switch it between our background and...
Alright, I'll copy, paste the list of names we got.
Yeah, well, if you just, like... Yeah, so what do you... Oh, you sent me the... Didn't we have a Google Doc?
The doc?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we had a Google Doc.
Send that.
Yeah, that's easier.
Send that.
All right, boom. Let's throw that over here, and hopefully it's visible. There we go. All right, so... Oh, man, this is almost perfect, how it's played out. That's kind of cool. All right, but we got Link and Yoko, Susie and Izzy from Remnants of Smash, Yoshi, and... I know nothing about that one, by the way, so that one's going to be all you.
That is all me, apparently. Okay.
Max and Hyde, Niles and Claire from Wayward Kingdom, Hero and Sumiko from Surf and Turf, Roy and Lucina, that's going to be a fun one. Also with the love pentagon that is Roy's Our Boy.
I mean, it's not a pentagon yet.
I mean, if you throw Samus, right. If you throw Samus in there... There's that fifth point.
I have been so blind.
We got Rory, Alice. Yo decided to throw Ethan and Rory in for Smash games. We got.
There's a slightly. We'll get to that cross bridge later.
We got Rogue and John from Rogue Angels, Star and Chaos, Byleth and Isaac,
Mario and Peach, and Bowser and Liz.
You could literally change this to Isaac and every female.
I mean.
And then we got some Smash Game stuff rounding out the list.
Smash King is last, yes.
As well as what if you guys have suggestions, feel free because we made this list in like I don't know
20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah, pretty much. All right, but any closing statements we want to add on Link and Yoko?
Okay, so aside from stuff we already reiterated, I feel like if we're gonna get to the if Adam gets to that. I
thought you're right. Hang on, I thought it was on there. We still have to put stuff from Erston and Smash, which I know you haven't seen, right. But I can I can talk into because I'm caught up on that.
Oh wait, hold on, hold on. I didn't give you access to edit it.
Oh, you didn't, but I mean it's here request. Yeah, whatever. I mean honestly, we know it's there, so.
We'll just talk about it.
Dude, this is the most...
It's not in text, but we'll get there.
Dude, this is the most professional stream. Most professional stream we've ever done.
Yes, clearly. This is also the first stream we've done together, I think. Like,
yeah.
just the two of us.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. That is fact.
Anyways, closing statements on Yoko and Link.
Alright, just throw this back up. Closing statements on Yoko and Link. I'm looking forward to see how it actually, how it actually develops in the remake or revamp. Just because you're actually going to get their first meeting, and you're going to see how that develops. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
More than just that, I want to see them not only just meet for the first time, but I also want to see what makes them click together, what makes them work as a pairing, what makes them draw each other together, why and how they relate to each other, and how they deal with their own kinds of traumas and past experiences,
and also
what the world that Yoko came from, assuming it's still Gurren Lagann or just some other world.
Yeah, and I also want to see, because right now, after the first episode of the revamp, Link and Zelda are still, decently close.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if Yoko is, if it continues to a similar path as the original. I want to see if it's actually Yoko that ends up driving a wedge between Link and Zelda, or if it was some other outside... Yeah. Alright, so I think I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got
on my thoughts for that particular ship. Okay, so I guess we're safe to move on to the next one.
We're on to Susie and Isabel.
Wait, how about this? Should we give a rating or something, or just?
I mean, yeah, we can go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so
I give it a strangled by the red string out of 10.
What does that mean?
Essentially, it's kind of like you have these two characters that they say that they're in love, but they don't really show it. It's a lot of telling, but not showing. That's my rating on it.
So it's a lot of, hey, machinima writers, ask yourself why when you're making a scene.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, alright, these two need to be together because plot.
Yeah. Do you want to give a rating, or is that a good? Or do you?
If I were to do something kind of more average, I would say Link and Yoko are probably from the original. Probably I want to say honestly a 4 out of 10. Just because
sorry, Adam.
No, just because they have no time together, and there's they're hardly ever on screen, unless if one of them is either leaving or about to be in peril, or just getting out of peril.
Yeah, that's fair. I like metaphors. I feel like Terra just gave it a Maximilian Dude rating. His friends make some crazy ratings and they're funny.
Alright, Adam says he agrees. We're good.
Alright.
Alright, hopping on to the next one.
Approval of God, yes.
Alright.
He is God!
Sure.
Right, our next couple on the docket is Suzanne and Isabel from Remnants of Smash Hedges series. Now, I'm not sure if I want to hedge my bets on this one, but I'd say it's a solid ship so far.
I think so. Yeah, they definitely
ship it. There's a lot of subtext.
Yeah, you can tell, especially that last episode gave us so much context into their relationship.
Yeah.
Which is solid. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched it...
Hold up. Leaf. Let's go, lesbians, let's go.
Sounds like a basketball team.
Sorry to derail that.
No, that's fine, dude. You make it sound like we haven't been derailed already. We're 20 minutes in and we're on number 2.
Great, 10 minutes for each ship.
Alright.
Yes, sorry, okay, so Suzanne and Isabel. What are your thoughts?
Definitely after that last episode, I can see it way more than just best friends, because you can tell that they both from that last episode. Spoiler alert, by the way. You can tell that they both came into each other's lives at a time when they needed a really good friend. Yeah. And you can also, after the whole singing montage thing, you can tell that there's a little bit more than just maybe just a little bit more than best friend mentality in there.
Mm-hmm. It's so close. It's unresolved tension right there.
Yeah.
And then it slightly gets resolved, but it's still like Suzanne still gets like really embarrassed when the suggestion of like sleeping together with Isabel innocently, in the suggestion is innocent, and she gets like really flustered, and it's like the closet is right there.
That's true. It is.
I feel like that's. But also I want to talk about like you remember have you seen the D&D short that Twilight did for Remnants of Smash recently?
I don't know if I did.
Okay, so in this short, it's like they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. I remember that meme. So there was this short that Twilight Dragon Rin put out recently for it's like kind of like a spin on Remnants of Smash, and it had like Isabel and Suzanne playing D&D, and they had two-player character. They were I believe Izzy was both a DM and a player character.
Got it.
And it was like it gives you like a small little insight into how the two of them like get along with each other off of work, and how they entertain themselves, and how they enrich each other's lives. And then you can also see how like since it is like a slight prequel to the episode 0 of Remnants of Smash, it also gives you like a small insight into the worries that Suzanne has over Isabel when she's in a toxic working environment with the villager.
Which, oh my god, is that ever like a toxic working environment?
Yeah. And you see that Susie really does care about Isabel for like the entirety of episode 0, and then during episode 3, I think it's 3. They seem to work it out, and they hash things out a little bit more, and then you get to see a little bit of insight in how how things work out. You still there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay.
I just got all quiet because we also got a new follow from
Yes.
Uzaru.
Yes. Thank you for the follow to this man here.
Just don't go staring at any moons. Full moons.
But do you have any other thoughts that you'd like to chime in?
I think
any like possible negatives that we could think of?
The negatives is they are like incredibly emotionally unstable, especially in the current status of the show.
Yeah.
Like these small. Like they spent most of episode 2 arguing to the point where I think it was Susie got thrown through a house. I think that's what happened. No, it was. Yeah, that was because like that's how Olimar was introduced.
Yeah.
So that's
the perfect gift therapy.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
That they need to.
I mean, eventually they're gonna try and hash it out.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. Also, we got Omelets the shark.
Guten Morgen Freeman to you as well, man.
Anything else we want to
add? What's your rating?
My rating on these two?
Yeah.
All right, so the last one, and these two have actually had. These two have had way more. Like these two have had more on-screen time.
Yeah.
But currently, it's in a very like mixed state.
Yeah, they're still trying to resolve some of their problems.
So I'd say because of that, I like the dynamic between them though. So I might come off as really, really harsh in these, but I'm giving this one like a 5 just because they're still so undecided themselves.
I was going to give it an unresolved sexual tension out of 10.
So about 5. Got it.
Okay. Goodbye representation out of 10 from Leaf.
That's another very solid rating. And also, I will say, it is just like kind of off the cuff here. It is nice to see that sort of representation in Smash Machinima.
Mm-hmm. Definitely needs some more of that.
Yeah, if it goes, then I'm pretty happy about it, actually. But we'll see what Hedge has in store with his writing.
Yes. We shall see what remnants are left of this Smash.
Actually, I got yeah, okay, thank you. Got it. Haha. Ha ha ha. Ha. It's so funny, I forgot to laugh. All right. I also want to take a quick detour.
All right.
Just because it's also from Remnants of Smash, and I feel like Hedge is going to get mad at me if I don't bring it up. But like, I would be wrong not to address, even though it was from that like episode 2 like fake episode. You got to address Joker and Zelda real quick, because that is not okay.
God damn it, Terra, says Hedge.
Yeah, I saw it. That's what made me think. So, yeah, we have Joker and Zelda from that episode 2, like, writers episode, the, like, fake-out episode.
Yeah.
Which, Hedge fucking died when I reacted to it on stream earlier.
Well, here's my thoughts on it. It's the closest it's gonna get to my personal favorite ship in Persona 5, which is Makoto Nijima and Joker from Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever gonna get that reference unless they actually play the game.
Which I have not.
So, personally, I think it's... I don't know. I think it's like kind of... Yeah, it's a little delusional.
Well, yeah, but like, oh man, when Joker saves her.
Boy, Hedge. Thank you, Hedge, my boy.
Photo best girl, but like when Joker pops out and fucking saves Zelda from the 2 like muggers, and we're like, oh man, yeah, this is like your like Spider-Man saves the girl, doesn't reveal the mask or whatever, and then all of a sudden Zelda's like, you saved me, and you need to repay me for you saving me. Show me who you are. I was like, what? What do you mean? That's like...
At that point, I consider it kind of like Joker is writing out this fan fiction, and then he suddenly started running out of room on his... And he kind of wrote himself into a corner, and then he needed to wrap it up.
Yeah. No, honestly, like when after you find out that it's like the like someone writing it, you can tell it's like it's portrayed as someone that like wants the romance thing to go, wants the like vigilante hero thing, and it's just like the girl knows, the girl has to know, right? So like this is when it happens. And I'm like, you don't do that on the first meeting. The first time you save someone.
No. Unless you're any other Marvel superhero movie currently. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all we got on those 2 for Remnants of Smash. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'd say we're safe to move on to the next one.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let me just pull up the list again, just so people can see, and just so we're getting a little bit of... All right,
Up
so now...
next on our docket...
Yoshi and Cassandra from Ultimate Heroes for Hire, a.k.a. Kyle Takes a Nap while Terra tells you all about it.
Yes, this is from... the Ultimate Heroes for Hire is Amulet's the Shark's show, and he has a couple between Yoshi and Cassandra, who is a female Charizard.
Of course.
And, yes. Hedge here. vouching for Cassandra's qualities of character, and I agree, because, like, okay.
And also Gil saying that she wants the D. I know.
Thank you. That was very informative. Thank you.
Hey man, that's all I got. I haven't caught up on this series.
That's okay. I haven't caught up on a lot of series in recent memory, but I'd say this is kind of a lot more interesting ship than others, because Yoshi is kind of coming off of the back of a broken relationship where he lost his previous girlfriend Birdo from the last world, or last iteration of Smash.
Wait, whoa.
Yes?
Okay, so I get it that Birdo's the one with the bow, but does Amlets know that Birdo's actually canonically male?
I mean, there's a giant exposition joke dump in the middle of the Ultimate Heroes for Hire that you're gonna have to watch.
I will. I just, when you're like...
And he says, I don't care.
She's female to me? I mean, right. Go ahead. I'm just saying, like, from, like, the Mario universe, that was something that I found interesting. I can't remember when that was actually announced.
The Mario universe now, is it?
It's not. It's Amlet's the Shark's Ultimate Heroes for Hire universe.
Yes. Anyways.
Sorry.
Anyways, so Cassandra is a princess of a dragon kingdom, and she leaves her kingdom willingly because she's in an arranged marriage from... Who added me? I swear to God.
You're just losing it.
Damn it. Okay. And, so... Excuse me. So we have Cassandra, who was in an arranged marriage, but decides to say fuck that and leave to the world of Smash, where they do like a meet cute kind of thing, where the two of them meet at a club after a recent victory that Pichu's team did, and then they start hitting it off like a house on fire. Because they start, like, they have kind of the same humor, they kind of have the same kind of jokes, they're also kind of like both have the same impressions of each other where they first meet each other. It's like they both fall in love with each other at first sight, but they can't spit it out at all. And like and for the past season, and still currently this season, they still haven't exactly talked about their feelings about one another, and they're kind of just like in this middle road where they're kind of like they acknowledge each other as like best friends and that they hang out a lot, but it's like everyone, and I mean everyone in this series can see it, and it's like, you two are just, what are you two waiting for? Just F already.
Oh my god.
And like a lot of the opening and ending sequences are kind of like very strongly hinting at this relationship too. So like so it's like they have a lot of screen time in the openings and endings where they kind of like, it's part of their character arcs is like trying to like resolve their feelings about the past and realizing their feelings for the future.
So like they're both trying to figure out that they're both trying to figure out that this isn't like a rebound feelings. It's like them trying to... Okay, all right, I can get behind that.
At the very least, it's for Yoshi. At the very least, because he's the one coming off of a broken relationship. Cassandra, on the other hand, is coming from a relationship where she doesn't want to be a part of her kingdom and the arranged marriage with Prince Sheldon, who is a Squirtle.
Wow, Squirtle and a Charizard.
I'm just saying, man.
The pre-vol, huh?
Oh, but there's an interesting little twist that Amulet's threw in there with the newest episode that he put out recently for the last two episodes rather, and that's that Yoshi is possessed / made a deal with the Dark Star. So he has a dark and evil super hide Venom-esque serious power side, evil superpowered side, and one of the reasons that Birdo died... Oh, did I mention that Birdo died?
No, you didn't. Spoilers, by the way.
I mean, it's not really a...
For me.
Okay, sorry. Sorry for an established character dying in the middle of the series.
And I apologize for being awful and not watching it, but like we're moving on.
I mean, should I tell you how she died?
I mean, I'm
related to the Dark Star.
I mean, nah, I'm good.
All right, I'll let you find that out for yourself. But the part of the dark dealing that the Dark Star is big spoilers, but it's a lot of reasons why Yoshi decided to distance himself from getting a relationship. And this relationship that he has with Cassandra right now is kind of like, is this real? Is this a thing that's just something, or do I just not want to be hurt again?
So basically, to like sum it up, they're kind of in like anime relationship trope territory.
Kind of.
Where they like, you know, as the viewer, you know they care about each other, but they're just like not doing it.
It's not the final episode yet. They haven't confessed.
Got it.
It's a gray area.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I've said my pieces.
All right.
So I'm not sure what kind of rating you'd give it. But
we got Fire Emily with a follow.
Ooh.
Or Fire Emil.
Yeah.
Fire Emil 10.
But what is?
Let us know how you feel. Oh,
what is your rating based on that elevator pitch I just gave you?
Based on the elevator pitch, since I'm gonna go like, because again, I'm only working off of what you told me. I gotta go like probably like maybe like a 6.5, 7. If they actually, because like you said that they actually spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, they
as an audience member, you know they care about each other, and that goes a long way. Because in a lot of shows, the characters don't
You also get to see them actually meet and establish the relationship.
Yeah, so like that's why I'm willing to give it a higher rating. So that's me. What's your analogy? Oh, apparently Ozaru's harsh. Ozaru's giving it a 4.
Okay. I give it a dramatic irony out of 10.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine.
Because, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, now we're moving into Wayward Kingdom territory, which...
Have you seen this one?
I have, actually. Have you?
Okay, yes. I'm one of the people who... I voice hide!
Hey, you know what? Just because you voice it doesn't mean you watch it.
You think? What kind of narcissist wouldn't watch their own what series they voiced in?
I mean, there was one point, because I voice in Urston and Smash. There was a time where I went like 2 months before I watched the episode I was in.
Anyways, Wayward Kingdom, everybody. And first on the docket is Max and Hyde.
Which, by the way, I feel like Wayward Kingdom is a pretty good series done by Jaren Greaves.
Yes, it's a very solid series so far.
I really like the world he made. I actually, he was talking to me when he was trying to like world build. I helped him brainstorm. I helped him brainstorm a lot of the world building he did with like the other kingdoms and all that.
Okay.
So, small little tidbit. But in terms of Max and Hyde, whoo boy. Where do we start?
Yeah, because there's a lot to unpack here.
There is.
I guess we could start at like the very beginning of when they first meet proper in the series.
Yeah.
Like,
which, in terms of like, are you talking about like in the series, or because I think from that last episode it was shown that they've met before, right?
Yes, but I'm talking about like the first episode. We can get into how they know each other later.
Right. Okay.
But
so in the first episode, they meet when Hyde enlists
looking for
them.
muscle
Yeah, he's enlisting them to help
for
on
a treasure hunt,
Yeah, because he's a treasure hunter.
and Max needs money.
Knuckles the Joker.
Oh my god, no. That's giving me a cursed image. But yeah,
Get on it, internet.
Hyde enlists the help of Niles, Finley, and Max for a treasure hunt, and Max is definitely in a bit of a bind because she needs the money, and Hyde is willing to help her out. And then in the following episodes where you see them talking to each other, it's like, well, at least when Hyde is talking to Niles, he gives the hint that there's a lot more that he knows about Max and what he knows about the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, you also see the glimpses of Max recognizing Hyde again. Like she even outright says he looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it gives you this idea of how it gives you the possibilities of how they could have met proper in the past and how circumstances separated them later.
Mm-hmm.
And we find that out eventually in the forthcoming episodes of episode 3 and 4. And we also see in episode 2 where Hyde still greatly cares for Max and is he values her safety above a lot of the others. Even though he has a mission that he's kind of enlisted on to help with Ariella, he still has some sort of loyalty and still some sense of longing for Max. At least that's what I interpret it as.
I'd say that's pretty solid.
Yeah. But the kind of the problem is currently is that it's still kind of an ongoing series, and it's kind of only focused on the present and a little bit less of the past as well. So it's still starting out. So we're still kind of in this stage of we're kind of learning how these characters are growing, and they kind of just got over one of the first arcs that they've.
Oh, and then spoiler alert, you have Hyde basically to an extent leading the three of them into a trap, but not really a trap, but to the mentality of 2 out of 3 of them it is a trap.
Yeah.
So there's that, which is just a mind fuck in and of itself.
A literal mind fuck too, when he has the ability to make
unlock parts of your memory that have been sealed away or some nonsense.
Yeah. So it's a little bit like that, yeah.
But I don't want to go too far into spoiler territory because this one is relatively new.
Yeah, it's a relatively new series, and I definitely recommend you guys checking it out.
Yeah, 100%. 100% check it out. Jaren's a cool dude. Works really hard on his stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Ozaru saying he was working on a machinima of his own, but I'm too broke for a capture card. But with Smash Ultimate, you don't actually need a capture card to make machinima.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome, and we've been talking about it for the last 2 years since Smash Ultimate came out.
Yeah, it's how I've done some of my series recent stuff.
All right, but how are we feeling on Max and Hyde?
I'd give it a budding reincarnation relationship out of 10.
I'd give it, again, it's just starting, and right now they are definitely not in the nicest of patches, especially after the old mind opening thingy.
Yeah.
So I'd probably give this one at the moment, a current
state.
Current 3.
Uh-huh.
It's a
little underdeveloped. That's only because it's just starting out.
Yeah, like you pretty much just find out in like the most recent episode that they actually have a history.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we find out what that history is, that rating is definitely more like to change.
Yeah.
But for now, it's definitely not a not a relationship I'd like to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, but continuing down the Wayward Kingdom train, we have another ship that's from this series, Niles and Claire, which is also kind of based on the same pretenses of Hyde and Max.
True. And also, I can't remember a whole lot of episode 3, but was Claire in that episode, or was she just introduced in 4?
I feel like she was there in 3, yeah. Yes, she was definitely in 3.
Okay.
Even though a lot of it was kind of... It was an Ariella episode, you could say. Because a lot of it was focused on Ariella and her retelling the story of the past to Niles. You don't really get to see a lot of Claire and Niles specifically, because it's only just starting out again, and it's only has a little bit of you only get like faint ideas of who Claire is and how she ties into Niles' backstory.
Yeah, so I feel like this one's really hard to gauge at this point.
Yeah.
Because also their current only interaction is Claire coming out of nowhere, telling Niles that... Oh, spoiler alert, by the way. Telling Niles that his mom is evil, and then being like, alright, now you gotta trust me. And at this point, you have no real reason to trust me, but just do it.
I mean, considering there was some truth to that, but it's kind of like Niles is still kind of growing as a character. And I feel like he just first overcame that first obstacle and first step to becoming to growing as a character through this most recent episode.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. I'm just saying like if I was in,
a lot to go on.
Aside from being like an outside viewer, like if we were in Niles' shoes, I would be like, who is this? Why is she telling me my mom is evil? But also that I need to trust her? Like, what?
Yeah. So...
But ultimately he chooses to trust her, which, advanced the plot. But, I feel like it could become something. So, like, I'm optimistic about it.
Yeah.
But it could also be... But with also how the series has gone, it could also have a very Game of Thronesy kind of relationship.
There could be a huge subversion at a point too.
Yeah.
But I think we said all our pieces on this one too.
Yeah, I mean these ones have been kind of short because again, most of them
not much a lot to go on.
Yeah, we pretty much just got some details for both of these in the most recent episode, and only in like the tail end of the episode because the first part of it was fight scene.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of it wasn't really focused on either of those ships either.
No,
it's more focused on the past.
We forgot the best ship in Wayward Kingdom.
Oh no,
Ariella and Devon.
Oh no.
Which, oh boy, that is not a can of worms I'm willing to open tonight.
Not yet, at least. Ratings, yes.
I'm gonna give Niles and Claire. This one I'm gonna not do my typical thing. I'm gonna do an undecided out of 10.
That's fair.
Just because we have like an episode to go off of.
I'm gonna also say forgotten first meeting out of 10.
Nice. All right. What are we
that's
moving
essentially
up
what
to?
it is.
What are we moving up to? Oh, we're moving to surf and turf territory. We got the fun-loving kids and squids of Hiro and Sumiko.
Oh my god.
Series by Lone Wolf 1500.
Yes, Surf and Turf by Lone Wolf 1500. So, your piece on this one.
All right, you're gonna sewer me for this, but okay. I get so many characters in Surf and Turf confused. Hiro and Sumiko, that's the one with like the bandana and the purple hair chick, right?
Yeah, bandana and purple. Green
Got
and purple.
it. So like the one that's like she is super into him and for most of the time he's like, yeah, I don't care.
He's a dense It's kind of a dense break.
He gets like the Ash Ketchum treatment where she's like fawning over him and he's like, yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, you're not inaccurate.
Oh, we got Hedge said my first ship. Also, Ozaru did actually send me the plot for his thing,
Okay.
which I will send over your way, but it's not entirely relevant to this, so...
Yeah. But, back to Sumiko and, Hiro. I think it's very funny. To say the least. Yeah.
I mean, Surf and Turf is funny.
Yeah. Seeing the whims of the, that Sumiko goes to and the lengths that she goes to try and get Hiro's attention, it's kind of a little bit tragic, almost, I suppose. Because it's like he's super dense as a brick.
Like, remember that time Hiro complimented, what's the other one? Amber, I think? The orange Inkling.
Oh my god. Oh my... Jesus. Why? I can't remember.
I know! But anyway, that one, when Hiro complimented her on, like, her hair...
Yeah.
Sumiko was like, I gotta be orange now. Oompa Loompa me up. Let's go.
Oh my god.
But no, it's very...
Yume. That's her name. Yeah.
Yeah, Yumi and Taka? Taki. See, yeah. I get like all the names. Lone's over here spitting like anime names at us.
But yeah. I feel like there's something there. There might be something there, but kind of Hiro is kind of like has too much of an inferiority complex to really acknowledge a lot of the other things when he's kind of just focused on himself.
Yeah, he's very like self-oriented, which honestly is a good quality.
But
go ahead.
I feel like it could also be kind of a deal breaker for a lot of, because it could be a deal breaker in the relationship because it's a narcissistic take on him. If he's that narcissistic and he doesn't really care about anybody else but himself, it's kind of hard to see, like, when Sumiko does care for him.
But wasn't
it kind of like he doesn't even see it? Wasn't
it in like one of the more recent episodes that Lone did actually write in like a scene between the two of them when they showed some form of like mutual caring? I don't know. There's a scene where I think they were like sleeping together on a rooftop or something.
Well, not really, because like here's the thing: Yume and Taki, Yume and Taki are like shipping them hard.
That's true. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, they can see it. Like, they can definitely see it being possible. But you also get to see, like get to cut to them like sleeping and sleep talking, and it's like you definitely hear Sumiko saying the loving words that she loves Hiro, but what you hear from Hiro is like his narcissistic traits.
Doesn't he whisper like I'm the best or something?
Yes, I'm the greatest of all time.
That's it.
So it's like I'm not sure where Surf and Turf is gonna go currently.
Yeah.
Side eyes. but maybe something will come out of it. Maybe something will not. Because like there's a lot of paths that can be taken from here after episode 3 ended.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely some some sort of path that can be taken. It's just a matter of what kind it is.
Yeah.
And how the relationship will be formed over the next few episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely, with a lot of the relationships in these like ongoing series, it's kind of hard to judge because there's no conclusion to them, right? So right now it's a whole lot of
undecided and undetermined.
Yeah. But this one has like the potential to go.
Yeah. It has the potential to go either way.
But for right now, I'm gonna give this one another like 3.5. Because it's very one-sided, which not a healthy choice, and it's one half really caring, and then actually no, it's both halves really caring about the same half.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I mean, if you're gonna love someone, you might as well love yourself.
I mean, a good relationship comes from you being able to stand on your own, as well as being with another person. So in that sense, I mean, hey, Hero's got himself grounded. He just got to figure out if he cares about other people, too. Yeah.
We're going to have to see if that goes anywhere.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to touch on it, but Taki and Yume.
Personally, I kind of do ship them because I'm kind of like attracted to orange and red. Orange and blue from like the original Splatoon universe as well. But it's just like in this context of Surf and Turf, I'm not sure how it will go.
Well, also, like so far, their only meeting is again that same scene when they're on the rooftop after the fight. It is the most forced like start to a ship ever. Like they had met that day. And then suddenly Yume is just telling Taki her life story.
Technically they did meet earlier in episode 1.
But I believe that's still the same day.
I guess you could say that. At best, it'd be probably like taking place over the course of 2 days.
Yeah. Which, that is definitely not a good... It feels rushed.
Yes.
It feels rushed and kind of like... It feels rushed and kind of just like out of the blue.
So, I feel like there's nothing that can really be extrapolated from that, unfortunately, I suppose.
No, because again, they've had, like, aside from being on a team together, they've had one...
Like, really...
Like, one,
they had a talk, but not one scene interacting together, specifically dedicated to their screen time.
Which is even less than Sumiko and Hiro.
Yeah. At least they have, like, kind of like an established relationship.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's kind of like there's not a lot to go on for Taki and Yume.
No, there really isn't. Which I'm hoping for that to change.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Because again, we're only like...
I feel like friggin' Clyde has more ship material.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Hey, you're just... You voice Clyde.
Yes, I do.
What's up with you voicing all the characters that are just like Hyde, Clyde? Do all your character names rhyme?
They also are Jokers.
Yeah.
They're both represented by Joker.
Oh man, by the way, I have a Joker series I want to make. Let me know. I'm kidding.
So let's give our final ratings on both of these since we did talk about them in the same breath.
Alright, well, the first one, I already gave mine. I'm like a 3.5.
Yes. Mine would be kind of a... shoot, I had an analogy, but now I can't remember. I'd say a one-sided ship out of 10.
I was really hoping you'd say an Ash Ketchum.
I mean, that's what that is, essentially.
That's true. Alright.
And for Yume and Taki, I'd give that a exposition dump out of 10.
I'd give that one a 1 out of 10 for the one meaningful scene they've had together.
True. Sorry, Lo.
But hey, he's only got 3 episodes, so like eventually things will develop. It's hard to get anything meaningful to develop that like you can make something develop, but it's whether or not it like the viewers care about it.
Yeah, that's the
is entirely different.
Yes, that is. You're correct.
All right. What do we got?
What's next on the list?
On the list, we're moving on to. Oh man, we're here. We're at the Pentagon. We're at the Pentagon of Doom. That is Roy's our boy. Oh boy, what kind of like...
There's a lot to unpack with Roy's our boy.
Oh man, okay. What part of the Pentagon do we start with?
I guess we could start with the main ship, considering that's at the very top, right before the
All
Pentagon.
right. So basically, we've got Roy and Lucina. However, that then branches in to Link and Zelda. Zelda and Roy.
Samus and Roy.
Samus and Roy from one of the more recent episodes. To get the 5 heads of this Pentagon. But to break it down, for those of you that aren't familiar, you have Roy, who is like dramatically in love with Lucina. Like they're really good friends. You can kind of tell in some of the episodes, especially, that both of them have like a mutual caring for each other, but neither of them are
feelings.
Neither of them are
feelings.
Neither of them are willing to admit it, at least yet. Then you have...
To the other person, at least.
To the other person. Everyone else in the world knows.
Yeah.
And then you have Zelda, who is creepily, stockishly in love with Roy.
So yandere for Roy.
And then you have Link, who is basically the exact same way that Zelda is towards Roy, but Link is that way towards Zelda, and Link actively goes out of his way to cause as much bullshit towards Roy as possible.
All while Zelda is ignoring Link, mind you.
And then in, I think it's the most recent episode, unless if he uploaded one that I don't remember.
No, I definitely think it's the most recent.
You have Samus entering into the picture, who has this, like...
past relationship with Roy.
Yeah, like as close to a past relationship as someone who shows very little emotion and doesn't understand human conversation can have with someone.
So this is love drama series. I feel like that's just a genre leaf. This is just a soap opera.
It is, yeah.
Except it's less soap and operas and more it's slipping in the bathtub. Because it's funny.
Yeah. No, not inaccurate, honestly. But yeah, no, there is a lot.
There's a lot to unpack.
And like all of them kind of okay, I don't know about you, I'm not super into the old like stalkerish Yandir relationships.
No, I'm with you, man.
Those are like really they border on like stalkerish at times.
They make me uncomfortable too. In like, even though I know if it's like a fictional pairing, it still just kind of makes me go, ugh. I'd rather not. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Cause like it's cool to like someone and to care about them, but like personal space.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. No. It is. Like some.
Wait, which part?
Like
I guess we're tackling the whole damn Pentagon. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just kind of jumping all over the place. But right now, I was currently talking about Zelda and Link.
Yeah.
And how, having that Yandir relationship, not a healthy choice.
Yeah.
And especially since it is rarely ever reciprocated in like both parties, and that's why it's one side stalkerish.
Exactly. And Roy specifically goes out of his way to make sure to dodge Zelda at every turn, and Zelda being desperate enough to like essentially cast an illusion / trick him into loving her for at least an episode.
Oh my god, yeah. Which I will say though, that episode basically did confirm that Lucina has the same feelings towards Roy.
Yeah, at least
So-
at some degree,
Yeah.
to some degree, and definitely helps balance out the reciprocal feelings between Roy and Lucina, because it's definitely one thing to see one character falling in love and like show feelings for a character. It's another when the other side of the ship actually goes out of their way to help the other character and like show a degree of care and feelings for that character as well to make it seem like a mutual ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
And that's a huge point in favor.
It really is. And then it's not part of the Pentagon, but it is one of my favorite scenes when you have Roy and his best buddy Sonic, and Sonic is just shitting on Roy constantly for not having the balls to confess to Lucina.
Oh my god.
As like a typical like wingman best friend is wont to do in situations like that.
Yeah, definitely. Although I guess in a similar vein, Peach is also Lucina's confidant, but less in a kind of shithead friend for side of Sonic, but more of kind of like a giant enabler for some of the more ridiculous shenanigans that go on within the world of Roy's Our Boy.
Yeah, I honestly I want to see more of Peach as Roy's Our Boy moves forward.
Yeah, because
I think right now she's underutilized and she has a lot of potential there.
Yeah, she definitely has a lot of really funny scenes that she enables for both that she encourages Lucina to follow, and definitely has to bring to the table as well. But that ain't part of the Pentagon.
No, that's just something I wanted to add.
Yeah.
All right.
But it definitely feels like you could definitely see, but it feels like with Peach, it feels like that she is Lucina's confidant in like helping out against Zelda's magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really sure what else I can say on that.
No, I feel like we're ready to hop in and figure out.
I mean, we
can
can talk about the Samus angle of the Pentagon.
Samus angle. Okay, so the Samus angle is, I guess, from the most recent episode. In the previous world, Samus and Roy were actually pretty close. They were like training partners, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And Samus, being a bounty hunter, doesn't really have a lot of friends, and found a pretty good friend in Roy.
Yeah.
Because Roy is best boy, and it's just nice to everyone.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely see the like. I don't think it ever will reciprocate at all. Personally.
No, I don't even know if Samus thinks it's a like romantic interest as well.
No, I doubt it. I really doubt it. If anything, she kind of just sees him as his only friend, and nothing more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Until Cloud showed up, and it was like, maybe, but also probably not.
Yeah.
But it's definitely... It causes a misunderstanding, a very comedic misunderstanding, mind you.
Oh, with Zelda? Yeah.
With Zelda,
oh, that's a fantastic scene. Like, Brian, I applaud the writing in that one.
Yeah, you gotta love them double entendres.
Also,
jokes.
In the same vein, it was apparently Roy that convinced Samus to take off her suit and fight a Zero Suit Samus.
Make that of what you will.
What are you talking about? She takes off her suit
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
smashes Roy.
Exactly. So how exactly are we gonna rate this pentagon?
I feel like we take it like one section at a time. Like so we start at the
Alright.
top. Start at the top. Roy and
Alright.
Lucina.
Okay, Roy and Lucina. That's a will they or won't they out of 10?
You know what? I'm optimistic towards this. I like this ship and I want to see it become something at some point. I want to give this one like an. I think this one's good. I want to give this one like an 8.
I was thinking that would probably be a good answer. Oh, you missed the whole Roy's our boy love pentagon leaf. My goodness.
All right. So what's your opinion on
What?
Roy
Oh,
Lucina?
sorry. Oh, my opinion?
Yeah. What's your analogy?
I said it would be a will they or won't they?
Oh, right.
Because it's like they definitely have the chemistry and they definitely have the established relationship and the mutual feelings and the reciprocation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like how and when are they gonna get to it?
Yeah. Will Brian even let it be a thing?
Yes.
All right. So the next part.
Don't pull a swerve on us now, Brian.
Next part is Zelda and Roy.
I give it a Tharja out of 10.
I give it a 0.
And that's all we had. That's all I got.
Link and Zelda.
I give it a ignored epiphany out of 10.
I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a 1.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of what Link does is actually him genuinely caring for Zelda,
Right.
but it's still creepy and weird, and I don't like it.
Plus, Zelda shits all over Link.
Yeah.
So, ignored epiphany out of 10.
And Samus and Roy.
Samus and Roy, I give that a it's probably not gonna happen out of 10.
10 out of 10. Best ship.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, probably like a 5.
Yeah. It's
Middle road.
I give it a friendship out of 10.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't think it would develop past that.
No.
Just because of how Samus is written as a character.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like definitely not the one for a romantic interest lead.
Yeah. All right, we got. Oh, we're moving down. We got Stranger in a New World.
Oh yeah. This was kind of the only ship that I could see, but only because it has only one scene in it. Stranger in a New World by Wiseman the 13th.
A really good show. Again, quite. I think it's quite underrated. I haven't seen too many people talk about it. It does only have
3 episodes.
3. Is it 3 now? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a whole lot to go off of other than the scene where Zelda is supposed to explain why Shulk is in a brand new world, but is just hopelessly, haplessly blushing with Link.
Yeah. It's a very funny scene, mind you, and it's a very sweet scene, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
even if it's like even if it's kind of tropey and kind of like a get a room, you two kind of moment. It's definitely the actors kind of like sell that moment there.
Yeah. No, I really like it, and I think it could go somewhere, and I'm also excited to see. I think Wise is the kind of guy that's going to subvert our expectations, and he's going to make them care about each other a lot. And my prediction is that one of them is not going to make it to the end of the show.
Ooh, pull that heartstring, will ya?
That's definitely my prediction. If it comes true, cool. I can predict shit, but I don't know. I just think Wise is the kind of guy that would hit us with
out.
Yeah.
Pull that rug.
Yeah,
I could see that actually happening too. Actually,
I don't know which one. I don't know if it's because Link is willing to put his body on the line as always as the hero he is.
Yes, I could definitely see that.
Or if it's Zelda
as a sacrificial lamb, probably.
Yeah. Or in a bizarre twist, instead of Link saving Zelda, Zelda could sacrifice herself to save Link.
Yeah. Or, how about this? They both die at the end of the series.
That's another possibility.
Like a mutual sacrifice for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but also trying to save their friends, too.
Like a Romeo-Juliet thing. One dies, the other follows.
Not like that exactly, but... But I was thinking, like, they both die trying to protect their friends.
Got it.
Like, I can't... Like, because it feels like they... Like, I can't live without you, then we'll die together kind of vibe, I suppose, is what I would predict.
Mm-hmm.
Based on their... based on the kind of interactions they had in the first episode,
like
too.
Like one of those... Link being like, I'm gonna stay back while this building explodes, for example.
Yeah.
And then being like, Zelda, get out of here. And then Zelda like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know what else I could say about that because...
Not a whole lot to go off of again?
Yeah, there's not a lot to go off of here.
Alright. But I like this one. But for right now, I gotta give it like a solid 7.
Yeah, I'd give it like a like a married couple, but not really, out of 10.
Alright, what do we got on the docket next?
We're blazing through this one.
Alright.
Oh, we're going into Smash games.
We got Smash games, or we can take a detour and hit Urston and Smash first.
Oh,
which
yeah,
do you prefer?
we can do that actually first.
Alright, we're gonna hit Urston and Smash territory, which... the main one? You're gonna sit this one out? Alright, you ready for my elevator pitch to you?
Yes.
Alright, so...
Oh, no. I see.
Pretty much the main one in Urston and Smash is Urston and Candace the Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, have you watched Urston and Smash at all?
No.
You're not at all. Okay, alright, so elevator pitch.
I don't know about this, I believe.
Alright, so elevator pitch is series begins, Smash World is in trouble, and they decide to isekai someone from the real world in, and then isekai someone from the real world in, and instead of, and they choose Urston, this, like, average kid, basically, like, this average guy, and he's brought into Smash to be, like, this hero, which they even make a joke of it. It's like, alright, if you're gonna suck someone into the Smash world, why not, like, Mewtwo King, or, like a tops, like, competitive Smash player?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the answer is, and I don't think it's that important. But anyway, Urston shows up, and he kind of just gets his ass kicked a lot for the first little while until he goes on a training montage. But during this time, prior to the training montage, and then continuing afterwards, he meets this Charizard named Candace, and they hit it off. They have a lot of things in common. They talk about, like, anime and movies, which apparently people in the Smash world know about that sort of thing.
But that implies that that implies that there's some media that is existent within the world of Smash, but
like at some point they go like at one point they go to a date at a movie theater, but not because it's not a date.
Oh yeah, this trope.
Yeah, the trope of basically it's a she's a friend and she's a girl, but she's not my girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, they hit it off. They have a lot of things in common. So far, not a whole lot has really been developed. But during the time when Urston's away, because he gets his ass kicked by Ganon, but is saved by Bowser,
Yeah.
and goes on a hyperbolic time chamber Super Saiyan 2 training montage with Bowser.
Okay.
And Bowser has a wife named Lizbeth, or Elizabeth, or I think another Charizard. And when Bowser introduces Urston to this Charizard, he introduces Urston as being a gift to Elizabeth, which that equals a whole lot of weird dialogue that I'm not entirely comfortable talking about.
That's a that's a lot of different can of worms being opened here.
And then in the most recent episode, or sorry, the second to recent episode and the most recent episode, Urston comes back from his month away, reunites with Candace, but then Bowser and Elizabeth are still around, and a lot of the most recent episode is some really weird sexual tension between Elizabeth and Candace, both trying to lay claim to Urston, and Urston being like, guys, there's a much bigger problem going on here. Because like they basically spend the whole episode bickering about who owns Urston and who Urston belongs to.
Is that the only thing that happens in that episode?
That is like 90% of that episode.
Oh dear. Okay.
But Urston's constantly trying to be like, guys, Ganondorf is still trying to murder everyone and kidnap people. Maybe focus up just a tad.
Murder and kidnapping.
I think it's kidnap. I think it's kidnap. I might have been mistaken.
Why murder them at all if you're just gonna?
Well, because like there's like this whole other plot of fighters being taken prisoner and having all their life juices sucked out of them or something.
Okay, I believe you.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through the plot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's a like Candace and Urston are kind of like a okay couple if you get over the fact that one of them isekais in and is a Charizard, and the other one's a Charizard.
The other one is a Charizard, the other one's a Charizard, okay.
Sorry, if one of them has been isekai'd into the world and the other one is a Charizard.
Yeah.
But then everything with Elizabeth is just kind of out there.
It feels kind of like a stretch. Jacer!
Yo, we got some bits. We got some 40 bits from Jacer. Let's go.
Thank you, Jacer.
But,
Two. Life juices sucked out of them. 2021!
Guys, no one clip that. No one do it. It's fine. We don't need to relive it.
Get bits for talking about how odd Urston in Smash is.
Leaf, no. Leaf, stop. Cease and desist.
We can't stop the Clippers.
Alright, what else?
They're my favorite football team.
Alright. But yeah, so it's...
I don't really have much of an opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. Urston and Candace have actually had some good scenes together, but it's also kind of weird to see them kind of talk in such a friendly manner when they're both aware of this far bigger threat looming over them.
So you say there's like kind of a bit of a disconnect between the story and the romance.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good way of putting it, actually.
Like, it's like too casual of a romance to happen while there's a giant ball of death being sucking juices out of people.
Yeah, they're getting the life juices sucked out of them. Yeah, that.
Okay. That's gonna be a never live it down.
I mean, that's fine. It can't. Oh, is that a? You alright?
That's a fire alarm.
Is that a fire detector? Smoke detector going off?
Yeah.
Tara, you good? Do I need to call the fire department?
I must be stuff downstairs.
Oh, he's cooking something. Oh, great. Dude, that's going to be a sick meal. Save me a plate of that.
Well, I hope you like macarons. There is no fire. Everything is okay. Everything is fine.
Oh my god. Alright. But yeah, no, so for the Candace Erston one, I'm going to go like... I want to go 4. I want to go 4 on that one. Because, like, the relationship itself, there's really nothing too wrong with it, I guess. Mm-hmm. But the circumstances that around it kind of distract from it.
Sorry, I just saw the latest comment that...
Dude, you've been kidnapped by fire.
Oh, man. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
But I guess I could give my pitch.
Yeah,
pitch rating from that.
We've both had one of those tonight.
Yeah. My rating for this, I'd give it a side quest romance out of 10. Because there's like a bit of a disconnect between the main adventure and if you say there's like a bit of a disconnect between the main adventure and the romance, then that's kind of that might be what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good night, Leaf. Thank you for stopping by.
Later, Leaf. Have a good night. I do appreciate you stopping by.
All right, so I guess that's all we have on that.
Yeah, I can't think of other ships in that one, other than the add-in with Elizabeth, which is a can of worms I'm not willing to open.
All right, so I guess we're going to your can of worms.
Oh, we're going. Yep, we're going to Smash Games.
Smash Gams.
Smash Gams. Smash Gommies.
Okay, so.
Did my series get destroyed? No, you're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Terrace house is on fire, but it's fine.
You can hear the crackle of the fire if you listen close enough.
Alright, but yeah, okay, so we're moving on to some Smash Games.
Yes.
Which, I'll be honest, I never really intended to write any confirmed relationships into this series.
This is why you left it ambiguous at the end.
Well, there's two reasons why. One of them is one of the things we talked about with Erston and Smash, is that it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense given the circumstances of what's going on in the series around it.
Yeah.
Like, these people have been sucked into another world and are basically in a death game.
Yeah.
I don't think finding true love is of paramount importance right now.
But,
And the other major reason why is it also takes place in a week's time frame.
so do you think it'd be unrealistic if it'd be unrealistic, is what you're saying?
Okay, I feel like what I had written in with Alice kind of having a crush on Rory and that sort of thing, I feel like it's fine to start to care about someone in that period of time, but I don't think 7 days is enough time for a meaningful
relationship to form.
Especially again when death is all around. Yeah. And they literally witness people dying in front of them on multiple occasions.
Ain't the time to start shacking up.
But, that being said, in terms of the actual ships that people have put into the series and the ones that are on our list, Alice and Rory was definitely a main one that came up almost immediately.
Right.
but I feel like it's kind of weird if I start tooting my own horn. So like, if there's anything you want to talk about.
Well, I guess I could say my pieces on it. I feel like it kind of suffers a little bit from the. This is obviously coming off of other ideas that other ships that I've seen in other shows, but it's like kind of this is kind of the most recent one that the most obvious one that I can think of. It's like kind of the Sakura Sasuke effect, I suppose. It's kind of like this really edgy character, and there's this not really a sunshine ball, I suppose, because like Alice ain't exactly a ball of optimism and sunshine the entire time.
No,
it's kind of like the lead female character and the edgy rival.
Yeah. No, honestly, Rory got... It's funny. Rory got compared to Sasuke a lot, which is hilarious considering I have not watched... No, I have not watched Naruto.
Yes, but his mannerisms clearly evoke him, even if you do it unintentionally.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's funny that the comparison, like, apparently this character that I wrote is so much like this other one without me even knowing. Like, I'm at least aware that, like, Naruto and Sasuke are, like, the two rival characters, and I do know that Sasuke is quite edgy, but I wasn't that familiar.
Expecting the fact that he was going to eventually kind of...
I recently watched, like, I'm so far, like, the first 10 episodes into Naruto, and I'm like, I get it.
I understand now. This piece, my eyes have been opened.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. But then there's the ship that you want to talk about, and that is Rory and Ethan.
Okay, so I mostly said this as a joke. I first thought of this pairing as a joke on a different stream. Remember, like, was it like Smash Summit 2 or 3?
It might have been.
Yeah, when I said, like, so I knew it. I always knew that Ethan x Rory was canon, and then you adamantly denied that happening. But then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was thinking, like, you know what? Even if it is the whole Naruto Sasuke yaoi ship kind of thing, it's kind of like the idea is behind it is that even if they don't really admit it to each other, and that they don't really look at each other in the same eye to eye, they still really do care about each other in a certain kind of way, even if they don't really say anything. It's a lot of subtext, personally, that I think about it and read into it, but it's just kind of like the idea that even when, after the events of the series, that Ethan is still kind of hoping to see Rory again, even after Rory's supposedly passed on, or whatever the heck has happened to him by the end of the game. And it's kind of like the idea that even, like, this bond that they made in about a week's time, as you said, it's like even if it only was for a short time, it feels like a bond that cannot be broken because they have each other's back. When Rory was always kind of taking charge over when Ethan was kind of falling behind in terms of leadership, and the two of them really kind of don't get along like a house on fire, but they kind of come to a mutual respect of each other by the end of the series.
Yeah.
And I say this mostly, and another thing is, like, the chemistry between Alice and Rory kinda isn't there personally. Although I kind of think that you did, like you said, you purposely wrote it that way so that they don't really have kind of a romantic relationship that could bloom from that. But even then, I also saw, like, the one-sided ship that was between what was it, Rose?
Yeah.
Rose and Rory happening in between is like, it's like there, but it's like the circumstances aren't exactly lending themselves to a personal relationship, because it's definitely a one-sided on Rose's part, and you could possibly say that it also one-sided on Alice's part, whichever part you decide to read it into.
Mm-hmm.
But between Ethan and Rory, I feel like it's kind of like, if they had time to work things out, and if they had time to, like, if they weren't under the circumstances, and they actually had a few days, or even just, like, more than a week to, like, talk about it, they find that they have a lot more in common than they think, and that they'd have kind of, like, they'd understand each other a little bit more and get some sort of mutual bond, more than just what they did in Smash games.
Mm-hmm. And also, I will say, a lot of Rory and Ethan is definitely derived from my friendship with Matt.
Oh.
In the sense that, like, you say that, like, Ethan and Rory became, like, really, like, fast friends and really close.
Yeah.
Matt and I basically did that in real life.
I see.
So it's very, like, a lot of the Smash game characters are derived from, like, my real world experiences.
Yeah.
Which is why, like...
Hopefully you didn't get actually sucked into a game and then...
No! Shockingly enough. That didn't happen.
But yeah, that's my pieces on that.
No,
Sure.
Honestly, that's 100% fair. You're also not the first one to bring up Rory x Ethan.
Oh, really?
No, it's been brought up multiple times.
Who else has said this? Because I feel like I might have missed a few streams or so.
I'm trying to remember because it's
Smash Games IRL.
I mean, I did use live action as well.
Yeah.
Which again, small tangent, but I'm really happy that went over as well as it did.
Yeah.
Because I was very. Go ahead.
Sorry. I feel like it did like blend the world a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, and that was also planned from the get-go.
Okay.
But that's not what we're talking about today. Let's ratings.
Yes, I suppose we could do that. I guess we'll start with Rory x Alice. I'd give it a undercooked romance Sasuke and Sakura out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a middle of the road. Like a 5.
Yeah. And now for Ethan and Rory, I'd give it a shonen power couple of the out of 10. two rival ship out of 10. There we go.
We got him, boys. Speed confirms the ship of Ethan and Rory
is the thing.
I mean, you can't stop the ship. People definitely have been stating it for a long time in comments. I can't name any one person specifically, but I haven't looked at all the comments in a while. It's been a hot minute since I've worked on this series.
Oh yeah.
It's almost been 2 years since the series ended. If that's any indication.
Yeah. Makes you nostalgic for things.
It really does, honestly.
But yeah, what's your rating on your ship?
This is hard. Because because on one hand I get where you're coming from and I can see it, but as the person that made the show, it's hard for me to say it. Like, it's hard for me to say anything.
I mean, you could separate yourself as the creator.
Yeah.
And how would you rate it? And then we can go from there.
How would I
take
myself out of it?
Yourself.
Take the 3 years that I took writing the series and take those away and just be a person watching it. I'd probably,
as a kind of sorry if that's a little bit hyperbolic.
No, that's fine. But no, honestly, I'd say this one's like 6, maybe 6.5.
Okay.
Just because, I get where you're coming from. They, more than I think any other characters in the show, it actually shows that they, formed some sort of bond in that time. So that's where I'll agree with you. I'll give that one an edge.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, with what Fire Emil is, like, not gonna lie, like the one with Rory and Lucina, well, Rose.
Yeah.
Originally, Rose was supposed to be Rory's love interest.
Getting some what could have been.
Yeah. And part of what stopped that was Crystal, who was in the stream earlier, who was the original voice for Alice, was so against it. She's like, no, only Rory and Alice. So I kind of
leave it ambiguous.
So yeah, I basically just went ambiguous. Also because I started realizing that I'm like, yeah, okay, it's not really realistic here to have any sort of meaningful relationship here.
If anything, I'd say that those two could try and hash things out over their mutual liking of Rory after the series, but you know,
we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the world of Smash games, which may or may not be over.
Who knows? Certainly not the creator.
Yeah, certainly not me. All right, what do we got?
Wait. Yes, here we go. This is
best ship of the century. This is it.
The whole damn reason you decided you brought me on and wanted to do this stream.
Yeah, this is it. If we were doing the top 10, this is number 1. Don't at me. Because this is
okay. What's your piece? Because I feel like I'd be tooting my own horn if I were to say my pieces on this one.
No, honestly, what it comes down to is it's a very it's a believable relationship. It's portrayed well in the characters that they have, that they establish some sort of relationship beforehand. They get along well together. And then you make that special, which is one of the most goddamn wholesome things that I've ever watched. Like, how am I not supposed to, like, think this is, like, the top pairing?
I mean, you could go into a little bit in depth.
But no, honestly, it's just, like, you can tell that they care about each other. Jean basically stopped Rogue from being homeless. Which, that's a plus, if I had to say one.
Yeah, stop it. Preventing someone from going homeless.
But, like,
help a guy pay off their own rent, pay off their rent.
But, like, another solid one. Oh, and gets him a job.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And also, it's, like, they take the time to establish a relationship. They don't immediately jump into one. It's not forced. They take the time to get to know each other. There's a whole, like, special short episode where they try to figure out if people like things like sweet or how people like their tea or coffee or whatever it is.
Yeah, that one.
And it's just, like, a whole episode devoted to, like, them getting to know each other, which you don't see a lot of, but that's because so many series are focused around, like,
the main plot.
This huge story and these big fight scenes, whereas you're always written it as, like, a slice of life.
Character-based series. Character-based slice of life, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it's really well done, and it's
actually... Until the changelings popped up, but whatever.
Yeah, and then you just have Rogue stabbing a dude and being like, yeah, he'll walk it off. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But no, honest,
it's a bonus.
True, the murder bonus. But no, honestly, I think it's really well done, and it's one of the most well written ships and couples that has now been officially confirmed, I believe. If that special is canon.
That special is, like, dubiously canon. It's like it's like halfway there, halfway not canon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's like
it's about as canon as that.
It's an alternate universe. Alternate universe canon.
What was the Ness's name again? That would be Justin, who does not need to be mentioned in the couples stream.
The third wheel, he'll be, and that's where he'll be. But if I'm going, I guess I could say my own pieces about how I write the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had this. So I wrote Jean and Rogue like several years ago, like back when the game first came out, 2014, 2015, Jesus. And I definitely had big plans for that one. And it kind of stopped short after I kind of lost of where I wanted to go with the series. But the idea of Rogue and John always kind of stuck with me personally, because it's kind of like the idea that Rogue is kind of the matchmaker, and he's kind of like emotionally kind of closed off from forming relationships, because one of the few things of irony that I have with Rogue is
that he's a matchmaker but doesn't want to get close himself.
Yeah, he's kind of a matchmaker, but he's kind of dense, or he's kind of closed off from being in relationships at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his friendships with other people is like, he treats everyone not with disdain. That's definitely not the right word. He's definitely like, he's close with people, but he's not he never really wants to get close with other people in the same way that he matches people up, because like, if he can, the one thing is that he can sense the relationship values of everyone else, but he can't sense his own relationship values with other people. So it's like he can tell when people are who would be good with each other, how things would play out, but he can't determine how things would go with other people. And Jean is the first person that he kind of forms like a genuine connection with, and he's like the first time that he definitely has that sort of feeling with Jean. Like, they're both, and Jean herself like is kind of bubbly and is this like really nice girl, but she's also really smart and is the whole reason why he kind of is getting involved with the changelings. And she definitely can hold her own. She's definitely has a lot of knowledge, and she definitely can fight back as well.
And she's got Cupid, the best wingman.
Yes, the Luma. Where she got it from, who knows?
Why she wants to get it wings, and why didn't she get it wings? I'm disappointed.
It was an excuse. It was like they were going to the episode 2.5, it was like definitely 100% it was kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing that I just decided to write in that episode. But I decided if I'm gonna put my whole effort into this, I'm gonna put my whole ass into writing this episode and develop the relationship between these two characters, because if they're going to be the main ship, there's going to have to be some reason as to why you should ship them. And I feel like episode 2.5 was the entire crux of how and why their relationship is kind of defined and how it develops, even if it's just like a short little bit. And you can definitely see how they trust each other very well and how they communicate with each other through the use of the how they talk to each other and how they get to know each other and learn each other's tastes. And then we get to and then I was listening to Shinsekai by Bump of Chicken like really recently, and then I saw like a full music video that they posted like last year.
By the way, that song, fantastic. I got it on my phone the day I saw the video.
Yeah, it's a great piece of music. They did the Bump of Chicken did. This is off topic, but they also did the Gotcha song for the Pokemon music video. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. That song, dude. Bump of Chicken, fantastic band.
That's neither here nor there. But the primary reason is like I started thinking about like, hey, this is a good song. I really like it. It has a lot of. The music video itself is like really cute. If you haven't seen the original music video, I highly recommend it.
I'll probably check it out.
But it's like if they can tell a story a love story, romance story in like a few minutes, why not just do it with a cup? Why not I just make a Valentine's Day video too with this song? And then that got me thinking, what if I did this with Jean and Rogue again? Bring those two characters back for essentially this special. But it's like, but my idea behind it was like, how if they were to be like in a environment where they weren't at the throats of being attacked by changelings, how would they be in like just a normal slice of life universe?
Apparently,
and
very awkward with each other.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you especially portrayed that very well in your voice acting.
Oh, thank you. It was definitely, I spent like a couple hours trying to get down the right take to properly convey the right tone for it, and I kind of had, the thing is, I also kind of had to talk to the original voice actress, June.
Mm-hmm.
Noelle Todd. She brought that back, and it hit when I listened to those lines for the first time when she sent them to me in kind of a rush job because it was kind of like a week before Valentine's Day. I was like immediately brought back to when I was writing the series, and it was like this awakened a sense of nostalgia to me that like I'm glad that I get to see this ship fully realized, even if it's in a different universe and under a different context.
No, but honestly, it is great, and just like the way it's portrayed with like the whole after the confession, there's like a moment of pause, and then they're just like, "All right, so we're a thing now." Yep.
What do we do?
Yeah. And I'm just like, that's so good. That's in so many. That's like such like a good like trope that's done in a lot of shows where after the confession, there's like this moment of pause, and then there's like,
we're dating.
So like, do you want to get dinner?
Yeah.
And that was really well portrayed, and I really appreciated that.
Thank you. I am super proud of that short and how it came out.
Dude, you should be.
And it's not all about. It wasn't all about Rogue and Jean because I wanted to make this about, because I didn't want to just like make it super narrow to a show that probably not a lot of people have seen before, and kind of like make it as like kind of a celebration for other Smash ships. But I'm really glad I got to integrate Rouge Angels in there in some kind of way.
No, it was good. It's good. You did a great job.
Thank you. So I guess that's all we can. That's the entire pieces on that ship.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Okay. This one's honest. This one's an honest 10 out of 10.
I'd give it an alternate universe. They were canon out of 10.
You humble bastard. It's good. You wrote a good thing. Accept it.
Thank you. I'm glad you really like it. I'm not sure if I'll ever come back to Rogue and Jean again, but...
How dare... I'm kidding.
Everyone really likes it. They really want me to come back to it.
Dude, honestly, sometimes it's the best reason to stop.
Yeah.
Like, honest piece of writing advice is sometimes like when people really like it, that's like the perfect time to tie it in a nice little bow and leave it.
Yeah. But I kind of like the ship itself more or less. It's like I really like writing it. I really like writing the characters, and I just wish I could just do more with it. You know?
I mean, real talk. You honestly can. You can just be like, all right.
Let's write a thing, yeah.
Right.
It may or may not be more than just the short, but who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
All right, so I didn't think we were going to be going this long, so I think I have time to talk about like one more like ship. So do we want to?
We have like 4 ships left.
Huh?
We have Chaos and Smash King left.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing: if we can kind of like plow through these ones a little faster, then we can hit them all. But yeah, it's getting late, and I have work tomorrow morning.
That's fair. Okay, I guess we could just like wrap it up on Smash King then. In that case, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like if this stream is pretty well received, Like, we can definitely do another one. And if you guys have any topics you want to see me and Yo cover, let us know. We might. I don't know if you'd be interested in doing this again.
Although I guess I could do like a lightning round on like just chaos and Star.
Fire meal. Just said lightning round.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's do it. Let's lightning round it up. Let's get it.
Okay, so Star and Chaos. They had a scene where they have a quick like short scene in episode 1 where they like actually talk to each other in like on friendly terms without being in a war, and it's actually kind of moving and sweet. And Star even gives Chaos the sword, and that's when shit hits the fan with Chaos, it's heartbreaking to see her friend that she only met a few days ago just instantly break down and become someone else entirely. And when she tries bringing talking to her some sense into her in like episode 2 or 3, you can like slightly see the true face of Chaos come back. But at that point, the communication's already broken down, and they have to leave immediately.
One of the coolest thing. Oh, go ahead.
And it's like there's something possible there, but I feel like the foregone conclusion might just break my heart. And that's my piece.
Okay. I was gonna say, one of the coolest things to me about Chaos is you seeing that, like, Chaos herself is kind of a victim of circumstance.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she really... Yeah, like, her one parent that wanted to get her out of all this died, and now she's with the other one,
Ganondorf,
who just wants to use her for her power, which is just dad of the year right there.
Destroy the world.
So, like, it's unfortunate, but it's really cool when you do get to see Chaos come back to her, like, senses for a bit, even if they are few and far between and pretty brief scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
And you could definitely see Star is also, like, really torn up about things, too.
Yeah, she really is. So what are we giving this one?
I give it a foregone conclusion. This one half of the ship will die out of 10. Yeah,
I'm right with you. Someone, cough, cough, definitely not Chaos. Probably
going to live.
Yeah. But as for a number, I don't know. It's hard to say with this one. Probably like a 4.
That's fair. It's only just started out, too, technically.
Yeah.
Although we're kind of in the middle of a second arc, apparently.
Yeah.
Going to the next one. Can't wait to see what next.
when all his episodes are like an hour long, right? You blow through arcs pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next on the docket, Violet and Isaac. I can instantly make a quick quip on this one.
Dude,
they have one scene, and Isaac is a nervous wreck, and he can't really do much.
That sums up Isaac as a character.
Yeah, that's a one-sided ship out of 10.
Sir Isaac is, he's very he loves to, flirt with all the girls.
Talks a big game.
But cannot back that up.
Nope. Which is kind of sad, actually. I kind of feel, like, really bad.
Also, real talk, dude's a champ, though. He sees, like, Bowser comes in, like, leader of one of the armies, and Isaac is like, bro, fight me.
Although...
And he's a glass jaw, but...
Yeah.
So, not
dude
really
can't take a hit, but Dude can't take a hit, but he'll keep trying to get back up.
Yeah. So, A for effort... But
that's your rating.
But A for effort, 2 on the ship.
Yeah. All right, now let's go into the final part of this.
All right, yeah, we got the Smash King relationships of Mario and Peach, and you can kind of Bowser's honestly a big part of the Mario and Peach ship in Smash King.
Yes.
Yes. Because Bowser spends most of the early episodes, and I think even in the current episodes of Smash King, feeling very responsible for Peach's safety and well-being.
Yeah, especially considering that a lot of the he does a lot of shielding from to Peach, especially.
Yeah. Whereas, and Mario, honestly, the Mario and Peach relationship as it's made in Smash King is honestly not a very healthy relationship. Mario spent a long period of time just protecting Peach and not allowing her to grow as a person, keeping her sheltered, which like, okay, in Mario's mind he's keeping her safe, but there's a difference between keeping her safe and not allowing her. Yeah.
Safety versus coddling.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's good. And then Bowser comes in, and Bowser is basically the one that makes Peach want to be a fighter, which Mario doesn't like because Mario is a fan of homeostasis and doesn't like things to change.
But I feel like it's part of Mario's character too is that he's kind of like too attached to the status quo to make things change. And after episode 14 and during episode 15, it's when things start finally clicking into place for Mario, where he realizes that he needs to have change. And Peach is also one of the biggest catalysts to Mario and Bowser finally, like, even if to a small degree, burying the hatchet, because one of the reasons that Bowser is still kind of responsible for Peach's safety, and when he sees Mario, he attacks him just so that he can be happy with the idea that Peach is happy, because in Bowser's mind, he thinks that the only way that Peach can be truly happy is if she gets back with Mario.
Whereas, unfortunately, life ain't exactly that black and white.
Exactly.
Which Tiger's done a fantastic job portraying that.
Yeah, where things start breaking down communications and things almost start getting worse. Especially and that date scene with Peach and Mario in episode 15?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, it was painful when she calls out the wrong name. Because at that point you realize, like, the relationships that have started, where they started and where they are now, has definitely changed. And and Mario and Peach don't know how to reconcile that at that point in time.
Well, and it's
And it's not until they finally bury the hatchet in the Act 2 finale where they start to mend that relationship a little bit.
There's also a fantastic parallel to the beginning of the series where Peach spends a lot of time comparing Bowser to Mario, and then in those later episodes when she unintentionally calls Mario Bowser for the way he was acting. It's kind of it's a nice little parallel and a nice little nod to.
If anything, it kind of reinforces the idea that Mario and Bowser are a lot more similar than they care to admit.
Yeah, I'm excited for when the two teams get their climactic
Final
showdown.
Bout. Yeah,
I'm curious to see who's gonna win because
it reminds. I'm gonna take this a little bit off topic, but the parallel I just made with Bowser and Mario, it kind of reminds me of Cobra Kai between Daniel LaRosa and Johnny
Lawrence.
I almost called him Johnny Cage.
Dude, I mean, I can see Johnny Lawrence doing the splits and nut punching someone.
Sorry, off topic, but that's kind of like, hell, those two even like fought over a girl in the Karate Kid movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they did.
So that is a very strong parallel between Bowser and Peach, and then Bowser and Mario and Peach for this love triangle. So it's like...
Yeah, no,
we're currently talking about Mario and Peach.
Which, yeah, not the healthiest of relationships, but they both seem to want to resolve what's going on after this. Which is, hey, at least they're waiting until the big world-ending battle's happening.
When they die...
And get brought back.
I'll give my prediction. Mario is going to die. Right.
And come back as evil.
No. He's going to die confessing his love for Peach, because, yes. And then, so will Bowser. And
Oh,
then
you're expecting a double...
double
Oh, and
confession, double
and then
fail.
you're gonna... Oh, dude, are you expecting them to come back as, like, their stereotypical selves after that?
No, I expect it to fully... That's how it leads into Smash King 2 Decades.
Hmm.
Well, that's my headcanon prediction, at least.
Alright, alright. I like it, I like it.
So let's give our ratings before we move on to our last couple of the docket.
Alright. You know what? Unfortunately, they just, at this point, they have not shown to have a very healthy relationship. I'm giving
They're
Mario...
kind of on the way they're on their way to getting it, but it's, like, not there yet.
I'm giving these guys, the two that have been on the background, by the way,
Oh boy.
probably it's just probably like a 3 or a 4, maybe a 3.5, because it is just like they have been completely. You can what?
I can see that. They've also been like completely separated from from most of the series too.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first time they actually get back, it's hard. It's already a broken relationship.
But even when they're separated, Mario's whole goal is like getting Peach away from Bowser, and him just expecting that because Peach is fighting, that Bowser's put some kind of spell on her.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd give it a can't let go of the past out of 10.
All right, we got one last one to hash out.
Yeah.
Bowser and Liz, which
Liz are done. Man, it's
this one's kind of
definitely a lot.
This one's kind of weird. This one's kind of weird at times.
How so?
Well, just because like one episode, it kind of proves that they like one episode they'll be like really close, and then the next episode, like nothing. Or you just have.
I feel like. Here's the thing. I'll give it this. Liz is kind of one of the reasons why Bowser didn't go ape shit and destroy Brawl.
I'm pretty sure Liz is the only reason. At least in the beginning.
Yeah, when Rakanto happened.
Yeah, remember when that was the thing?
Yeah.
That was a crazy time.
But another thing about Liz specifically is that the relationship is kind of grows in the background and grows by other side material and episodes. So you don't see a lot of it on screen until like the second act. It's a lot of subtext.
Yeah. And then in that second act you see a lot of Bowser teaching Liz how to speak English.
Yeah. You definitely see a lot more on-screen text in the second act. And when things start hitting the fan with when Ganondorf gets involved and starts attacking him at his own home, that's when Liz steps up to the plate, and after the events of that particular arc, Liz starts stepping up again more than she ever did previously.
I'm definitely
with a new resolve.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. I feel like we're going to get quite a bit of Liz and Bowser growth in like this coming few episodes.
Yeah,
which I'm excited about, and I feel like these next few episodes are going to make or break the ship as a whole.
Because Ridley's also involved.
Yep, and that's where the breakage might happen. That guy.
That guy.
That what purple dragon thingy? What do you want to
Yeah.
What do you want to call him?
But here's the thing. Another thing is that those two have a good friendship too. Like
they do.
like they hit it off pretty well when they have the same kind of tastes in video games and they have the same kind of interests. But they also kind of have a lot of similar personality traits, and Liz really likes teasing Bowser. Is like that kind of one friend that you have as that one that likes to poke your buttons, but they do it in good fun.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
But even then, Bowser like even acknowledges like that Liz is a little bit cute as well. It's like I think in like after the scene is like one scene is like, when did you become so cute?
No, I think you're right.
Although more gravelly and in Tiger's voice.
Dude, so many people have been casting him as Bowser. I can't imagine how cracked out his voice is some days.
It's man. But another thing that this was kind of the thing that I looked up and kind of like thought about a little bit is that in one of the most recent episodes, she has like one of Bowser's arm rings around her tail. And according to, I'm not sure if it was like a TV Tropes page or if it was like in a Twitter thread that Tigra posted one time, it's essentially symbolic like an engagement ring.
Oh.
So that's kind of a way to signal your ship being a different breed of.
Saying that ship is set sail.
Is setting sail, yes. But there's also a lot of the side content that that Tigra did for Liz and Bowser, even if it's in a dubiously canon universe. The Smash King HD, where they got married in the Smash 4 universe, and they have the Koopalings as kids and Bowser Jr. And they are like super honeymoon phase kind of couple.
Well, how do you think they got so many kids?
Yeah, oh my god. But even then, it's kind of like, even after that, when they move into Ultimate and it's kind of HD is kind of still kind of dubiously canon, they still kind of have that little bit of chemistry between Bowser and Liz. And it's like, you can definitely see why that Liz likes Bowser and why he reciprocates. And there's a lot of other content that Tigra posted to like his other social medias, like his Twitter or his DeviantArt, where he clearly has a bit of a fondness for the ship between Bowser and Liz.
Oh yeah.
So whether or not either Peach and Bowser becomes canon, or whether Liz and Bowser becomes canon, there's at least he definitely has a fondness for the big green turtle and the pink lizard.
Yeah. All right, but I think that covers our docket, and that covers everything that we were going to...
have a rating to give out.
You're right, we do. I want to give this one like a... I'm going to go 8.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a... It's not spoilers if it's obvious in an alternate universe out of 10.
But no, I definitely feel like... Yeah, I feel like this one above pretty much any ship in Smash King is
definitely has the most chance of being canon.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Alright, but that being said, that covers our docket. That covers our stream. Thank you for joining me. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you all for coming by and stopping by to hear our opinions on shows that are probably a decade old.
Some of them, anyway. Some of them are like last year.
Yeah. Some new, some old. We had a lot of girthy content to go through here.
But let us know if there's any other topics you want to see us cover.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, if you're up to doing this again, or under different circumstances with different topics.
Yeah, I'd definitely be up for it, depending on my availability.
But that being said, I think we're gonna call it a night. 2 hours, 2 hour stream of talking about fictional relationships. That sounds like a Sunday to me.
Happy White Day, everybody!
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining. And Tara,
for having me on this.
Yeah, dude. I mean, after the I mean, your video was literally the inspiration for this, so like asking you was kind of a no-brainer.
Thank you for having me, and thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing our banter and our thoughts. But I will catch you guys in the next one, and I'm gonna try to be streaming again here pretty soon, and also getting back to making some machinima, because I took about like a month off, and I'm kind of ready.
What's a machinima?
The thing we've been talking about for the last 2 hours.
Good night, everybody.